there are already, uh, you know, you medical institutions that are using ketogenic metabolic therapy as an adjunct to
Yeah.
treating kids with autism, and they're getting fantastic results. And
Yeah.
I had a lady on my podcast named Allie, and she had a son. I met her at KetoCon. I met her son, and he was a very nice little boy,
Mhm.
seemed pretty normal, and didn't think anything of it. And she said, this is my son. He actually is a nonverbal autistic. And I'm like thinking to myself, I'm
Mhm.
pretty sure I heard him speak. And then she followed up
Right.
by saying, uh, only when he eats carbohydrates. Yeah.
Good God.
Yeah.
Good God.
And so she, was on Carnivore. She was transitioning them and just getting him on it. He was doing better and better and better. And then he'll go over to his grandparents' house, who at the time weren't necessarily on board. And so,
Yeah.
they're trying to like, oh well, they want cookies, they want candy. Let's just give them that and have this nice bonding time. And the kid would come back and he wouldn't be able to speak for 3 days. About a year or so, I don't know exactly the time. She messaged me and she said, my son has just tested into the gifted program in school. I had another conversation with a gentleman, Jonathan Griffiths, and very nice guy. He's a professional bodybuilder in the UK. He does carnivore and carnivore coaching, things like that. And uh, autism came up in the conversation, and he just said, he was like, actually, I'm autistic, and would not have guessed that for a second. And he
Mhm.
said,
Mm.
if I had, before I went carnivore, 1 year ago, I would not have been able to have the conversation we're having right
It was a short chapter, but I was allowed to keep it in, and I was very pleased with that. But it strikes me that people are so afraid of talking about the benefits of meat,
now.
like it's it's going to reach out and attack you if you talk about it, sort of thing. Whereas we're not afraid to talk about, wow, carbs are this. I love carbs. Let's eat more carbs. Carbs are fun. Everybody loves carbs. Um, and yet you and I both know, and lots of us are aware of the extreme harm done by excessive carbohydrate intake. So for your autistic patient or person, then of course that's one example. For diabetics, pre-diabetics, people on the road to diabetes, it's criminal what carbohydrates do, and yet we sort of lionize them.